enhancements to the modern UI in 2025 R1. In this video, I demonstrate the latest modern UI features. In 2025 R1, the modern UI is in managed availability. This means it is available for developers and early adopters who meet certain use cases and are willing to provide feedback to our product team. General availability of the modern UI is anticipated for later this year, but this depends on testing and the completion of additional features. The modern UI benefits both users and developers. For users, it's all about making the easiest to use ERP even easier. For developers, it's a new front-end architecture which provides more flexibility and better performance. Personalization enables both end users and business process experts with the ability to configure Acumatica to suit their individual needs. Changes can be made via the web interface and do not require coding. The modern UI has a cleaner look and feel. Minor changes like the consolidated customization options and filters help users focus. When I filter columns, the system adds a quick filter which I can easily save. Notice that the saved filter is added to the existing list and indicates whether the filter is shared. I can favorite my filter so it appears on top and I can always see it, even if my coworkers create a lot of shared filters. Using the Advanced Filter button, I can create nested if statements to create more flexible filtering conditions with ease. I can also drill into objects and open the business account screen to demonstrate some new UI features side by side with the classic UI. I can switch UIs inside individual screens, or I can switch several screens using the sitemap. Hyperlinks within fields allow me to view and create objects. This simplifies the screen by removing the pencil button from the classic UI. Color blocks help me visualize field sets. In this case, calculated fields are grouped. By pressing the Enter key, I can navigate through fields, in this case in the Create AR Invoice screen. When I get to a multi-line text field, Return continues to the next field instead of adding another line. In this example, I entered an invoice without requiring a mouse. Numeric fields that exceed their field width display characters instead of cutting off part of the number. I can also reset the grid to its original configuration. Error messages have also been updated to highlight the line. And instead of a pop-up box, you get a card displayed in the upper right corner, which automatically disappears after a brief period of time. The modern UI improves responsiveness, so you can use Acumatica on any size screen. The classic UI field sizes were fixed width, while the modern UI field can expand and contract to maximize all of the available screen real estate. Behind the scenes, there are more columns, so as my screen size changes, the modern UI smoothly accommodates these changes in size. The responsive design even incorporates tabs. The project screen has many tabs. Using the modern UI, end users can personalize the layout by switching the tab order and even moving tabs in and out of the hidden tabs area. As the screen size changes, tabs are automatically moved to the hidden area. Administrators who want to customize the user experience without coding can use the screen configuration mode. This allows them to change the order, placement, and appearance of fields, headers, and field sets. I start by adding a title to the third column field set, and since I don't offer line discounts, I'll hide that field. I apply this change to everybody, but I have the option to maintain people's existing personal column and tab preferences. I can add user-defined fields directly to my screen by using attributes. In this example, I will create a simple drop-down box with 2 values. Once I have finished creating my attribute, I can return to the screen and easily add it. Inside the screen configuration menu, I add the 2 user-defined fields to my screen, including the one I just created. If needed, I can hide the fields, making them required, or assign a default value based on order type. I add the new fields to the first column by selecting the configuration button. I don't use the customer order number, so I'll hide that one. And just like that, all users have access to the new field and can begin making data entries. The new fields are available for reporting and data entry purposes. To demonstrate this, I'm going to add the new UI fields to my generic inquiry so I can easily use them on filters, dashboards, pivot tables, and more. In this example, I can filter my sales orders using my newly added fields. Other options include reverting to the default screen and exporting my new screen design if needed for another deployment. There are a few screens in 25R1 that are not yet converted, mostly reports and pivot tables. The items in this chart will be completed before general availability of the modern UI. Partners who have built custom screens can utilize a developer tool to convert screens to the modern UI. You can get started with the modern UI by creating a test tenant, building a local environment, or creating a pre-sale support case. Provide feedback via the community pages or apply for managed availability for structured feedback. Dashboards are currently under development. When ready, they will have an improved look and feel, enhanced parameter capabilities, and an improved design engine. Let's look at a preview in 2025 R1 GA. In design mode, I can switch to the modern UI. When converting a dashboard to the modern UI, the system creates a complete copy of the dashboard. This means that if you switch back to the classic UI, the changes you made while in the modern UI will be lost. This will change in the near future. Notice that trend cards display the new trend value with the percentage change from the prior period in a smaller font. Widget configuration has also been improved. When repositioning widgets on your dashboard, the system no longer switches the two widgets. This allows me to more easily modify the layout. There are several other benefits on the way, including flexible parameters and improvements to the widget configuration menu, which reduce nested pop-ups to speed configuration. For advanced control of the interface, developers can use customization projects to modify HTML and TypeScript code. This allows developers to change field set colors, define the size of field set columns, and many other things. The look and feel of the screen can apply to one or all tenants when they're publishing a customization. The modern UI is a fantastic improvement that will help all Acumatica users. Customer and partner-facing resources are available on Acumatica.com and the Acumatica community. Please begin using the modern UI in 25R1 and provide feedback via the community or a managed availability program.